Yo, this is the Iron Demon, Shane Mercer, and you need to tune in and watch the World of Cafe podcast, or else you will get yeeted.
Tonight, TNA Wrestling is in El Paso, Texas for
Why
sacrifice.
Is she talking?
What the fuck?
That was an audio clip from last week that we played.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
Ladies and gentlemen, hang on a second before back to that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of What a Kayfabe podcast. I'm your hostess with the mostest, the one, the only, in Clarence's eyes, your tribal king, the coolest dude over here on the stream, the one, the only, Nick Venom, along with my two good friends, as always, the fucked up biotic professor, Staggerly Crocker, and the one, the only. By the way, he is not at his house. He's actually 2 hours away from me because he stalks me. I decided, hey, let's go see what's Nick up to, cause you know about that Scott Hall. And yeah. With that being said, finally back. Actually showed up with the show, Mr. Game King. How y'all doing tonight?
What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Just looking mighty chill tonight and everything else. Yeah, we were about to start the show, but Joey typed in the wrong thing. We're actually doing a first.
It claims that it was live, but it's not showing live on YouTube. I'm not, so whatever.
I actually be the judge of that. I kind of want to see if it's on, if we're actually live or not.
I hit to go live on both, but yeah. But anyways.
Are we live? I can't even tell if we're live.
No.
Okay, so we're not live on YouTube, not yet. But Joey was trying to do something of that, and ultimately, I guess Joey clicked the wrong thing. Or if not, Joey accidentally hit the wrong thing. Anyway, what's up, Deke? How you doing? Anyway, dude. Oh my God, what a fucking week we've had. What a weekend we've had. Me and Clarence alone had a very interesting weekend, to say the least, because we talked for the entire weekend. We talked to watching the NFL draft. Yeah, the NFL draft is going on right now. By the way, we don't care. Anyway,
I heard that Tony Khan got a good pick and he was running around high-fiving everybody.
Oh, good Lord. As you down to the glass. The glass is off now. The glasses has come off and everything. But yeah, man. What a freaking weekend. Right off the bat, we're going to just start right here because you're a Saints fan. Again, we don't care.
We don't care.
Look, as a matter of fact, you just dropped 3 freaking viewers. Or we gained, okay, I lied, 2 viewers. I got to turn a fan on. As you can see. Bax on the other, doesn't even want to hear about the draft. You see that? You drove Bax away. Go see Bax. Go get in your bed. Go get in your bed. Go get in your bed. Good boy. He's getting big, guys. Like, he really is. Like, the dude's pushing maybe 15 pounds. A fat ass. A fat dog, you know?
Yeah, don't we talk about him like that?
Hang on. Hey, you don't chew on the bed. I'm going to bring it to a certain market. You keep it up. I don't care if we're live. I'll say it out loud. Almost like he's a living creature who eats and grows. I mean, pretty much. Anyway, I should have brought him his damn toy, but I thought he was going to be sleeping the whole time, but I guess not.
No.
Anyway, yeah, he's getting his rabies shot tomorrow, so he'll get his final shot of the year. And now
Farah Halati is now following. Thanks for following.
Ring the damn bell. It's rare that we see that. LML bot. Is that a bot? I don't know if that's a bot or not. I love you. Is that really a bot? No,
I don't know. They're gonna offer us top promotions on Twitch in a second. Like
apparently so. We're the thing of the year. No, but getting back to what I was saying, yeah, Baxter's finally getting his final shots of the year, so he'll be getting his collar, his rabies shot stuff, all that good shit. And then he's good for another year or so. But that's not why we're here. We're not here to talk about Bax, even though I can literally go forever to talk about how big Baxter is and how his uncles are on the show, because Baxter's got fucking a lot of uncles. More uncles than I do, that's for sure. So with that being said, oh shit, the camera switched up because my shit decided to act stupid. Thank you, Joey. Dude, we've had a hell of a weekend. Started out with the Hall of Fame, and my God, the Hall of Fame took fucking forever. For those who watched it,
forever, bro.
For those who watched it, I mean, it was hard to watch it.
I fell asleep.
I mean, it wasn't hard to watch, but it was like, good Lord, get on with it. This is why I don't watch the Hall of Fame. This is why.
I stayed awake for everybody else's speech, but I fell asleep during Triple H.
You know what I mean? Like, that was pretty much, I mean, no disrespect to Lex Luger and the rest of them. You know, Michelle McCool.
Oh,
sure.
God. The Michelle McCool that was cringe, though, when Undertaker's going on about how
it's
she's
funny how
like...
Taker's like, oh, well, McCool didn't just make it by a famous name and then cut on to Natalia. Which is like, bro, what the fuck? What that got to do with us?
But he made it sound like if it wasn't for her, women's wrestling today wouldn't exist. It's like the only memorable things with her is like the Piggy James and like the cool stuff.
The first ever women's tables match with her and Mickey James, which was really good. Surprisingly. As Clarence froze up, as we can see. Yeah, he froze. There he is. He's reconnected his audio. He's out of town, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. He is out of town. He is in NOLA doing Jazz Fest. And he actually just got back from AEW. So tell me how that went.
I'm glad it was free. Wait,
it was free?
Oh yeah, I mean I know people in the arena. New Orleans.
Oh yeah, true. Oh yeah, you got that hookup.
I got the hookup for it, but dog, it was. I'm glad it was free because that show was a mess.
Dude, you had freaking Master P over there.
No,
how can you be a mess?
It's him.
It's him.
Did they really have to just invite Master P to come on down just because
he's
Travis
from New
Scott?
Orleans? We gotta invite him.
I was just thinking it's just like, oh, there's a rapper on the pay-per-view for WrestleMania, so we got to have one, you know. But I didn't realize...
Yeah, but that rapper is actually relevant nowadays. Master P hasn't been relevant since 2000.
I didn't realize he owned HOG Wrestling.
Yeah, he does. He owns that wrestling company.
Yeah.
And all that. So, there's that.
Say,
Baxter ran away. Baxter, come see! I'm gonna have to go put him in his bed. I hope he's okay. I hope he ain't fucking shit up. You know, because he's getting to that point where now it's like he's no longer innocent. Now he's just a complete asshole. He'll just tear through shit. He's teething right now. It's getting ridiculous. Baxter, get over here! Don't make me come over there.
He said, "Free, you still overpaid." For real. No, the show was like, I was like, whatever.
I was planning on going. The thing was, I was gonna get good seats. Number one, because I knew the show was gonna be cheap. I I knew the ticket prices were going to be cheap and everything. Joey, switch your camera to my switch on your end.
This is how it was looking before.
Oh well, whatever. Anyway,
you want this? You want this?
There you go. That's better. That's fine. That's fine. I look at the camera lens and all that. It's weird being on that. Anyway, I was actually planning on going. The thing was who I was gonna go with, and I completely forgot that you was gonna be on that end. So I'm like, I guess gonna be in town. Fuck, we could have met. We could have had one half of the fucking Water Kayfabe podcast over there. You know what I mean? As he's gulping on that bottle. They open the whole bottle in your mouth?
Dog, I drank 2 bottles of water all day. I'm thirsty as hell.
I can tell. Good Lord.
Thirsty as hell, bro. But it's fun to be there. It was fun to be there. It just...
I heard it's better live than it is on TV.
Yeah, like
it's one of those things where
it's like a baseball game. Like it's more fun to be there than to watch this junk on TV.
Right.
But because it's just fun to be in there. Like don't get me wrong. Overall, is it fun to be there? Yeah, I enjoyed myself regardless because just being a wrestling fan, I can enjoy myself. But of course, the show itself, yeah, it's like what the fudge.
Well, I see they finally added the AEW logo on the ring mat.
That was cool. I was glad they did that because
they should have never stopped doing that. I think.
Yeah, I don't know why they stopped doing that to me.
Even since the inception, was it All Out? All Out had a really good one. All Out had the classic like WCW style. Like,
I wish they would have kept that.
The AEW, but it was like the white, gold, and white, whatever. But I like how they went back to that, and I think that's pretty cool. I think it's kind of a step up in a way, but still a shitty company.
Yeah.
Hey, I see some people being jackass. I see some people that were like, it's going to come back when they put the logo on the ring. Like that doesn't mean it's going to be better.
They're not. No. It's not even that. Like that's. No, it's they're in the shade they're in because of the fucking owner. Okay, let's put it to you like that. That's why they're in the shape they're in, and all that because the damn owner is a freaking hack is a mark for himself. He's a hack.
Bad news coming too, because there's been word that Wardlow is talking to WWE now.
Yeah,
man, that
would be a massive blow for AEW. I mean, the dude's chiseled. The dude's got the tools. He could absolutely dominate NXT.
They just didn't use him. No. At all.
Yeah.
He had a good run. So the thing is, 2022.
Tony fumbled.
Great run. The moment he won that TNT title. Tony fumbled. Yeah. He absolutely fumbled on this man.
He had a perfect storyline with MJF.
Yeah.
And he fumbled it.
Well, you can actually. Well, that's also due partially to MJF, but
yeah.
I digress. But either way. The thing is, this man could have went on a freaking year death trip with the TNT title, be like Mike Awesome, roughshotting everybody, destroying everybody that comes and goes. That's it. Dude, I was a fan of him. I still am to this day, But the thing is that it's a damn shame that this is, for one, a homegrown talent, no less. So why is this man not getting pushed? Why is this man not having titles? You know what I mean? This man should be a world champion.
The sad part is that he had a title. That was a poor run of a TNT championship run. And I don't know why he never pushed him to go world championship. I don't know why he didn't push him. Yeah. Because even regardless,
he looked good with the TNT title. He looked good with that title, man.
No, he looked fine, but he should have been world champion after a while. Like he was over. He was so over with fans outside of like the Darby Allins and the Hangman.
I'm sorry. I'll say this: we do not need Darby Allin as a world champion. We don't. I don't see the hype around it. Sure, some people may think otherwise. I'm sorry. I can't take.
It's hard to take him serious.
Anything against Darby. I love Darby. But it's like
it's hard to take him serious. It's
your
hard.
world champion is a guy who likes to jump off shit, or who could possibly die at Mount Everest.
Hey, I got it for him. He can be king of the mountain.
My God. And we just lost a viewer because of that. Thank you, Joey. We just lost a viewer because of that. You son of a bitch. Anyway. But it's crazy because Wardlow has the tools. I mean, the dude could be a dominant champion if done right, if pushed right. I feel maybe MLW could be a good place for him to kind of own his craft a little bit. But at the same time, that bot probably finally left. It's possible. But either NXT, absolutely. I mean, my God, it's a who's who with him in NXT. Him and Obafemi would be a fantastic match. Him and Trick Williams, which we'll get to him and his whiny ass in a little while. And so on and so forth. I mean, to me, I feel maybe they should sign him, right? But I feel like that should be the last person they need to sign right now. Because I think they're about to start doing like their releases. Like what Clarence said over the weekend. They're about to start doing like Black Friday or whatever. And we ain't talking about the sale. We're talking about the release.
Black Wednesday. It was just the 5-year anniversary of that day.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Like,
massive overhaul. And actually, one of those people that got released is actually about to be coming back. Yeah, budget cuts.
Who was that?
House of Black.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Black's coming.
Which is crazy to me. I don't even know how he got on that list.
I think it's funny how they always play his stuff right after Zelina Vega appears.
Well, it's obvious.
Yeah, I know.
You're living under a rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, tomorrow night. Which, by the way, I'll be at Top Draw. By the way, let me make this perfectly clear. Your Tribal King will be at Top Draw Wrestling because I will be making my return over there. See some great homies. See the greatest manager in the world, Preston Bentley, and Wolfman. They doing commentary, of course. Our good buddy Sean Crow will be in action. Yeah, a lot of good shit happened on that show. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait to see it. I was kind of hoping Deke would show up, but I don't know if he's showing up or not. I know talk about a certain jet that Bobby's doing and all that good shit. So Bobby's flying in on his private jet all the way from California, IA. Yeah. But other than that, dude, my brain just fried a little bit.
I'm about to say, like, you good? Like, you good?
My brain fried a little bit. My bad. My bad.
I'm like,
my bad.
We lost him.
Yeah, no. Talking about Wardlow. But I will say this. But, oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was saying, like, you know, let's hope this week we don't see any releases. But
I really hope not.
Like, I'm literally looking at the roster right now. I'm surprised Brock Lesnar is still on this roster list. Like, he's still in the current roster listing, which is crazy. But like, I see him. But I see like Ashante Adonis. I feel like he's gonna.
Pete Dunne. I feel like Pete and Tyler Bate are gonna get released. I
don't know them getting released.
I don't see maybe not Tyler Bate, but definitely Pete Dunne. And I guess, and you know what? I hate to say it. This might be the big kicker. I see Sheamus might be getting one of the ones get budget cut.
Who?
Sheamus.
Nah.
He's retired. He has publicly and said Lesnar. I mean, oh yeah, Lesnar retired from wrestling. So, or that's his story. He's sticking to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pete Dunne, absolutely. I have a feeling Pete Dunne's gonna be one of those guys that's gonna get released, and you hate to see it. Andrade might be another one that might get released. He just signed back with the company last freaking year, and they really haven't done shit with him. which actually leads to our next topic. AAA has been bought by WWE, and now we'll be doing bringing back Worlds Collide. It'll be a joint event with AAA, WWE, and NXT. So it's going down in June. And right off the bat, they pulled a Jeff Jarrett move. They hurried up and released the AAA World Champion, Alberto Del Rio, and I could not be any prouder. I could not be any happier than that.
I mean, the guy's a colossal fuck up.
He is absolutely a colossal fuck up.
You can't trust him.
No! And the fact that, and it's like I told Clarence of night one of WrestleMania, because he was like, oh yeah, dude, like they just bought AAA. I'm like, no way. There's no way. It's like, yeah, bro. I'm like,
yeah.
All right, cool. And then sure enough, I thought about it. Who's AAA champ? Del Rio. I'm like, oh, yep, they're going to get rid of that guy.
But yeah, I don't.
He's no good.
But yeah, speaking of AAA, I don't see them cutting a lot of the Mexican wrestlers. They're going to send a lot of them down to AAA. I kind of hope they send Chad Gable down there now. You know.
Oh gosh. Well,
NXT
Mexico. Because see, like, so remember, AAA said that NXT Europe was supposed to happen,
and it never did.
It hasn't happened yet for whatever reason, and I guess they've been putting it off because of all this other stuff that's been going on. Now you've done acquired AAA, and now you're in talks with the WWC, which is down in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, now apparently New Japan on top of that.
Yeah, and they already own the footage for WWC. They bought it around 2018. So, but it's WWC's not isn't in the state. It's not in the state that it used to be, Puerto Rico wrestling. So I don't even know if this would be a big advantage to WWE.
I think, NXT India,
you want to join the conversation?
Japan, like all that, like. He's right. At this point, what's going on is they're trying to establish a foothold pretty much everywhere. Right at this, like they're gonna probably do one big old release of just like, hey, we're doing NXT Europe, Japan, India, and Mexico all at one time.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And that way they can have training centers in all these countries. And be like, hey, if you want to come get training, come here.
And you can bring back the Cruiserweight Classic.
Man, that would be good. But they can do a lot of that. It's just you don't want to overload the system, and that's the thing that's what WWE does a lot at times. They overload the system a lot, and that's where, to me, sometimes that's where their downfall be at, is when they overload the system so badly. They can't monitor everybody because then they like, oh, I don't know what to do for everyone. I don't know what to do for this person. I don't know what to do for that person. It's too much. Like, it's too much. So you can't just constantly do that over and over and over again. So you got to give it some time to like build up. You got Shinsuke. He's pretty much the liaison for Japan.
He won't be able to make it back due to the tariffs.
Jesus. Mexico now is going to be dealing with AAA. India did well. I don't know how they established in India first and foremost because they don't have no. They got rid of all their Middle Eastern talent.
They'd have to hook up with Great Khali. I know he runs wrestling out there.
Hey don't be a mark. Me and Big Kev was talking about. I know you guys are talking about expanding NXT. All the way down to India, of all places. And me and Big Cam in the back, we were chilling. And we just want to say, we don't care. Anyway, I just want to throw it out there.
I mean, if we're going to talk about this stuff, TNA already did this with Rinka King.
Yeah! Time of Glory 2015, anyone?
Yeah.
Or the 2014 or whatever?
The footage of Scott Steiner over there in India is amazing. So, and if you haven't seen it, you need to look it up. He scares the shit out of the fans. They're jumping behind their heads like when Steiner comes up and charges them.
Yeah. gosh, Steiner, bro. Steiner's like one of my wrestling heroes. He's fat. He's fat, son of a bitch.
You fat son of a bitch. I'll make him bleed. Speaking of getting mad and getting angry on the mic, Karrion Kross had a good interview over the weekend. Specifically, was it Sunday? Sunday on, I guess, the Raw podcast. It's the podcast. The two schmucks that did the podcast. Anyway,
Seth and what's that girl? I can't remember that girl's name.
Yeah, her. Anyway, Karrion Kross, man. Let's talk about it. He went on there and explained why he didn't get this spot in WrestleMania, and he's furious about the booking of it because you had Logan Paul, right? Nothing against Logan Paul. I think Logan Paul is a very talented individual, but it's like he took a shortcut, right? And myself and Clarence, we talked about this. Like, one of the things we talked about over the weekend was definitely this, because a guy like him, and it's crazy how people are just now starting to realize how great Karrion really is. It's insane because I'm sure all of us have been watching Karrion since Impact, or even all the way back through Lucha Underground, and I knew this man was going to be money, you know. And the fact this man is not booked for WrestleMania is a damn crime, you know. And he went on there, he aired out his grievance. Now, whether or not is this a shoot promo or a work promo, I think it's more of a shoot, more than likely. Yeah, it was. So I would like for y'all guys to have your opinions about this, starting with Clarence, because I know we had talked about this. But please shed some light on the ones who did not watch this little video.
I will say this, that was not Karrion Kross.
That was Killer Kross.
That was Killer Kross. I don't know, Sneak. He could probably look, just because he shot off at everybody. They still look. They can't just. I wouldn't think they would just fire him like that. But the way this came off,
if CM Punk can put a pipe bomb and still have a job, then
right. Yeah. Now here's the thing. Anyway, here's the thing. It wasn't, to me. It was a work. It was a work shoot, but it started off as a work right in the beginning, and then it started going a little left about once the 2-minute mark hit. And then once he went 2 minutes in, you could see like Scarlett was even getting a little concerned. Like the way she looked at, she was like, yeah, this is about to go a little sideways for a moment.
Bro, it went sideways real quick.
Like he talked about how
strap yourselves in, kids.
He was like, I didn't ask for the match with Randy. He wasn't asking for it. He didn't go and ask for it. He's upset about how Logan Paul
got a spot.
And I think to every real, and he's saying as every real wrestling fan, as we are, it doesn't make sense how Logan Paul can be on WrestleMania where there's about 50 other guys that deserve to be on this card and are not on this card. Oh, and so the problem is,
by the way, not to cut you off, Joey. Who did Randy Orton face at WrestleMania? I'm curious. Who he fought at WrestleMania?
I don't know.
I guess you gotta say his name. You gotta say his name. I don't know who he fought.
I don't know. What is his name?
I don't know. You gotta say his name. He's just some average Joe or something.
Man, he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
All right, here we go. Anyway, continue, Clarence. Sorry.
No, but like the thing is, this man sat here and talked about how Logan's on. He said, if I just need to get on Mania, all I need to do is make a YouTube channel and get up on there.
Yeah, I mean, it's true though.
And we got Logan, who's just trying to throw around cash. He's like, "Oh yeah, I offered Stone Cold $1 million to wear a Prime bottle." Like, go fuck yourself.
Hey, you damn son of a bitch! You think I'm gonna wear a Prime bottle? You think I'm gonna come out here looking like a damn fool with a prime bottle on? I ain't getting no $1 million check. You gotta give me more money than that for me to look like a giant idiot walking around with a prime bottle. You dumb son of a bitch.
Like, you're not gonna get Stone Cold to do that.
No, that's
especially since he got his own beer. Like, come on now. But
that's right, son. I was winning titles whenever you was still in your nutsack and your daddy's nutsack. What? I said your daddy's nutsack. I was winning titles. Oh, fuck you, geek.
But yeah, I think the best method with Karrion Kross or Killer Kross is to go at this angle, sort of like the Brian Pillman, loose cannon. Just have him go crazy at times. We're just like shooting all the time. Or you can't tell.
But the thing, like he talked about how
even Baxter ran away because I did my Stone Cold impression.
Yeah, and like it's stupid. So the thing is, you go on there. Even Scarlett said we have 25 years together, experience.
Yeah.
And what are we doing on Mania? 5
Karrion's
minutes.
been doing it for 15, and I think Scarlett been doing it for 10.
Right. So you got the nerve to sit here and have these two people doing nothing, only for 5 minutes to take away a freaking brass knuckles and give it to AJ.
Yeah.
And so after that, he goes into really wide, he swings way left, talks about how he didn't ask for the match with Randy. He's talking about being a good soldier, which he got the advice from none other than Bill Goldberg himself,
of all people.
From Bill Goldberg, which, don't get me wrong, I understand what he's saying. But at the same time, the problem with that is, as Karrion said, being a good soldier gets your times cut, you're back in
Possibly
catering.
released.
You get released on top of all that, which being a good soldier has been proving it's not a good look. Because on top of that, we got Bayley out here, which is the worst situation possible. Everybody feels sorry for her. You had Braun Strowman.
Bro, definitely. Not Braun Strowman. Fuck Braun Strowman.
No, Braun Strowman was a good soldier, and the only problem with him is that he can't stay healthy. And then you got
because he wants to lift fucking 1,000 pounds.
Sonya Deville got released, and she did everything.
That was sad. Now that one was sad.
She got released, even though she's not the greatest performer. She did everything you asked her to do, plus more, and then you release her. Yep. Everyone who's been pretty much a good soldier has been getting either times cut, release, not being on TV, X, Y, and Z. So now it's like, this is the most terrible advice to give. And then eventually he goes shooting left, talking about the guy in the truck in the suit. Don't know who it is, didn't say specifically any names, but then he says, go after yourself. And then he's like, that's from Killer Kross, not Karrion Kross, Killer Kross. And then throws the mic on the ground, throws the mic on the table and everything. Scarlett's like, hold on.
You could tell Scarlett's like, dude, calm down, bro. Like
hell no, calm down,
bro. Baby, calm down. Look, when we get back home, I'll take care of you. You'll be fine. Come on, son. That was a shot from Triple H. It's possible.
I don't know if he was talking about him. He said the guy in the truck. Now, Triple H don't be in no truck. He be in the gorilla position. So who's the guy in the truck?
Lee Fitting.
Kevin Dunn.
No, Kevin Dunn doesn't work for WWE anymore. It's Lee Fitting.
No, but I'm just.
But you're speaking of Kevin Dunn. There was in that WrestleMania 9 documentary, Making a Spectacle. There was not one bit of mention of Kevin Dunn. He was not featured on there.
Piece of shit. Piece of shit. Rightfully so. Anyway, but yeah, it's just looking at the Bayley situation. She got taken out. Why she got taken out? That's a good question. You got attacked, and then it's like, oh well, guess what? Guess who's back? And everybody's excited but me. Becky Lynch is back. And I mean, you want to talk about the most backhand shit going on. So let's set a picture as we're coming to our WrestleMania review. She comes back after being out for a year because she had some issues as well. Other than taking care of her kid, Seth and Becky's kid, she had a health issue of her own. And obviously she was in great condition because if you saw, at the Hall of Fame, she looked fantastic and all that shit. And from right off the bat, it's like, well, Beta got taken out. who else would be perfect for Lyra to be replaced, to replace Bayley, none other Becky Lynch. They win the tag titles. But then it gets interesting. The next night, they lose the tag titles, and then Becky turns to Lyra.
Stupid.
Which is absolutely just is shit. It's so shit.
And Bayley's not really injured, so they're just having her sit at home now. It's like, really?
Which makes no sense. Like, this woman here would literally work Monday, have a match, go on Tuesday night NXT, either promo or wrestle that night, wait 3 days, travel to the next city to go and be on SmackDown, have either possibly another match or promo. If there was a pay-per-view, she's on that. If not, she's going to the next Monday, working the Monday, working the Tuesday. Then
holding it down. She's literally out there grinding. No pun intended. She's grinding. She's doing all kinds of shit, only be taken out by an unknown person, which more than likely is Becky Lynch. I mean, it's a shitty situation.
But the problem is that, and I don't know if Joey might have seen it more than you, Nick, but the thing is, the report was coming out saying that Becky said that she wanted to come back at Mania. So the word came out that she wanted to come back at Mania and to basically, she wanted to turn on Lyra. The question was when. Either that night or the next night. The plan was if they lost that day, then she was going to turn that day. If she would have turned, and then if not, then when we got the other result, which was her turning on her Monday. Right, but again, why are we playing hot potato with these stupid titles? They already have no legitimacy whatsoever. The only time they've had any relevancy was with Jade and Bianca, honestly. And then now you've made it to where Liv Morgan is a 4-time tag team champion.
To be honest, that's what they do with all the women's titles. There's no women's title that's really been held on to that long compared to like a Roman Reigns title reign.
Well, Bayley's the only person.
Well, yeah, Bayley, but it's not regular. It's like that's been a while since there's been a reign like that. They like to
because the only other person that's like that.
Rhea held the women's world title for a very long time. The first time.
Like he said they don't want to turn Bayley heel so soon after just turning her face. Yeah, exactly. Like you're in a predicament now.
Yeah, it's definitely a double-edged sword.
I watched that Bayley interview with Chris Van Fleet, and I was a little heart wrenched for a moment because I'm looking at how she was about to cry. She was about to cry on that, and the fact that she was It takes a big person to realize that even though you know that you should be here, you're not there compared to these other two people. And we have to remember, Becky wasn't the top star that she is now. The only reason Becky became relevant the way she is because of that one night where she got punched in the face by Nia Jax.
Which we'll get to in a little bit.
Which we're about to talk to in a minute.
Nia Jax is back.
We haven't had that in a while.
I know, right? Nia Jax punched her in the face, and then she got that, and then got a concussion and everything. Like that was what made Becky relevant. After that, it was skyrocket.
Well, I wouldn't say not just that. It was what the SummerSlam. It was that year's SummerSlam that made it relevant when she beat the shit out of Charlotte. When Charlotte won Charlotte won the title, and Becky's like, "Oh, congratulations!" Smack, slapped the shit out of her, and then proceeded to beat the shit out of her. You know, and to quote what Deke just said, yeah, Becky's much better as a heel, but it's like we've seen it already. So what? Now Becky's gonna come out looking like fucking Liberace? You know, like we've seen it already. One look like Liberace, the other look like Lady Gaga. You know, we're gonna see Becky Lynch come out with a meat dress. And the other idiot with a meat suit.
Yeah, and we've got people like Natalya who's doing Bloodsport. Where the hell has that Natalya been? Natalya on Bloodsport was like a brutal ass kicker that flipped people off.
But you know that they keep watering her down. That's the problem. Like We know Natalia's got the skills. It's just they keep.
She's a damn heart for crying out loud.
Right. But we all know that people who go to WWE get watered down after a while. So, like Penta, we know they've watered him down. Ray Phoenix, they're gonna water him down. A lot of wrestlers that are coming outside have been watered down. So
I'm gonna tell you, hold on a second. I want to interrupt you on that one. I went into that Fatal 4, and we all know who I wanted to win the fucking title. We all know who I wanted. And the question, somebody asked me if I was feeling all right because Penta lost. I'm fine with it. To be honest, Penta's not ready for the title. Not yet.
Not just yet, yeah.
Not just yet. Because I feel, in my honest opinion, as much as I love Penta, as much as I shut up. Shut the hell up, Deke. Just shut up.
But did you
I know. Shut up. Piece of shit.
Did you hear that Dominic challenged Penta to a hair versus mask match though?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I did not know that.
And she does not need to be with Braun Strowman. She don't need to be with Braun Heyman and Seth. No, she does not need to be in that group.
She doesn't.
No, God,
please don't.
Please don't.
We'll get to that in a moment as well, too.
If you're going to have any woman in the thing, have what I said, Natalia in there. Have her as like the female Brock.
Yeah. Fucking running roughshod. But it's like with Penta, I can definitely see with interviews, he looks happy. He looks fantastic. But I think he's a little bit immature. A tad bit. Just a tad bit. Just tone it down a little bit. But I feel Penta's definitely going to win a title this year. There's no doubt in my mind. He's going to win the Intercontinental.
I think both of them will. Ray and Penta.
Absolutely. Now with Ray, on the other hand, Ray got shafted so bad, and it's so unfortunate.
They shouldn't have made him lose that quickly.
Here's my thing, right? It's good that he was able to get a last-minute spot at WrestleMania. It's awesome. We got that. I think it's fantastic. I really wish it was a 15-minute, 20-minute banger. Instead, we got a 5-minute bullshit, just fucking hell. And
he lost the cheap way.
The cheapest way possible. And my thing is, night one was so much better, right? I don't care what anyone says. A lot of people want to show night one. Night one was fucking fantastic. Night two was underwhelming. It was
the crazy part is they started night two on fire.
They did. They really did with that women's triple threat. That women's triple threat was fantastic.
The first couple matches were actually fun.
I think it was right after the Intercontinental. That's when it started going downhill. It started going downhill. Yeah. The women's world title match was that. Yeah, that was that was night one. That was night one.
Yeah, you're talking about the world heavyweight, the world championship for the women was.
Yeah. Look, Rey Mysterio was going to lose anyway. All they did was replace the Rey. It's all good. Lead to mask versus mask match, and Grand Americano is going to get on a mask. And it's going to be Kurt Angle. That's who's going to be. It's going to be Kurt Angle.
It's going to be Vince McMahon. It's going to be Vince. It's going to be Vince. Austin. It was me all along.
I love how Joey's on mute, by the way. Joey, you're on mute.
Oh, no. Okay. It's going to be... There's going to be one mask under the other mask. It's going to be a Mr. America mask, and then Hulk Hogan.
Hey, Hogan, how you feel about being a luchador?
He was wanting me to get down and dirty with him.
Oh, I got that fan blowing right on my crotch.
Put the brakes on it. I said, brother, that's not my deal. Not into the strictly dickly stuff. Thank you very much, brother, but I'm going back to professional wrestling.
Thank you, Hog. We appreciate you. But yeah, that'd be hilarious if it was Hulk Hogan as Grand Americano. Oh, Grande Americano. I'm sorry. Anyway, but my thing is that Penta did a great job. Penta looked more like a Power Ranger than anything.
That outfit was awesome. I ain't gonna lie.
I wonder if that was a tribute to the Green Ranger.
That's what I thought. That's what they said it was supposed to be, but
it looked like it was based off the Green Ranger from Mighty Morphin.
That was
like that looks sick. Like I didn't think Penta could pull off a green suit. But I'm like, man, this dude looks pretty badass with a green. I like that.
But when he goes, when they turn him, whenever they turn him heel, they're gonna, turn like Penta a squirrel, right? They're gonna try to go with that.
Please, God, no.
They're gonna try.
Fucking no! Do not put that stupid gimmick on WWE. Do not.
They're going to. They're going to.
What was it? He had a feud with Malachi or Aleister Black because he sprayed fucking mist in his eyes, and here comes the HP guy. Oh yeah, Penta has a dark side. Oh yeah, he's a monster. Like. Is this man talking about the Penta Dark stuff? Like, yeah, he was badass, but it was like, what? So I'm like, they're actually bringing back Penta Dark. Like, that's going to be awesome. We haven't seen that since Lucha Underground. It's going to be great. It's going to be in all black to look badass. It's going to be great. Then comes the actual fucking shit. And we got the HP guy looking like a Timu Druid, which that just looks stupid as fuck. And then we got him coming from this, like, the gravesite, which that's that fucking,
it's not a terrible gimmick. It could have been better.
No, it was a fucking terrible gimmick, Clarence.
It wasn't terrible.
Do not. No, I'm sorry. No.
It wasn't terrible.
It was fucking terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you this right now. This was what it was good for. This right here. That's what it was fucking good for. It was good for fucking merchandise. This right here. And this idiot bought the fucking shit. The good thing about it is his fucking mask looks pretty badass. Other than that, complete shit. Utterly shit. And Tony Khan should be ashamed of himself for making that gimmick come to life because the theme song was complete ass. Everything about that gimmick was complete ass. Then they tried to do it with a death triangle, and it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, one looked like Evil Knievel. You had the other one look like fucking Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Then you got this idiot over here looking like whatever the fuck this thing is.
No,
you know what I mean?
He's so mad. So mad. When it comes to Penta,
and come on this podcast and literally say, "Oh yeah, man, if they turn heel, then we're gonna bring back this gimmick." We are not bringing back that fucking gimmick. No, just go out there, break fucking people's arms, be fine. You probably can't understand because my mic keeps cutting in and out, but still in all.
No, we heard it fine.
But this is what it was mainly made for. That gimmick was literally made for this and this alone right freaking here. That's why. Because the jackasses like me can go out to Walmart, buy this stupid shit, and collect it.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be able to do, nobody's going to be able to do the Joker gimmicks or even anything. Because remember, Ray got hit with the lawsuit too.
But
I don't. I think Penta got hit with the lawsuit as well.
But any of the times of any of the masked wrestlers or whatever that are face paint people, that they always have said that they change it up so they get new merch out, new figure. It's always going to happen.
But you see this? This looks fantastic. This is awesome.
Yeah.
This looks great. But it's like what killed this? The shovel, for one. That just looks like he's burying people shovel style. Not just that, the HP guy. Which I'm going to tell you this right now, guys.
Yeah, Pentagon Dark was basically that,
Yeah, but Pentagon Dark was much better in Lucha Underground. Right. He didn't have a stupid shovel. He didn't come out to the ring with a dumbass shovel and a stupid entrance.
The shovel.
With the fucking... Where the fuck you get a headstone at? First of all, how the fuck he comes out from the freaking... The headstone. The headstone's like 3 fucking feet. Did he lay on the son of a bitch?
I know where to get a headstone. There's a place. No, there's a place near my school that I went to as an elementary school. We always drove past it on the bus, where they have all the big old chiseled out, but here lies whatever,
Yeah.
There was a place that made it on the way to school. Made them.
I get what Deke is I get what Deke is saying. It's basically the same thing as it was in Lucha Underground. Same name. I get it. Same gimmick, same name. But in Lucha Underground, it was so much better.
Because it's Lucha. They understood. They understood
it. Whereas Tony Khan, oh my God, man. Hang on 1 second, guys. Hey, Penta, HP guy, because I can't say his actual fucking name. So, and I see him in a commercial called the HP guy. Hey, it'll be cool. Yeah, man. I've been watching Lucha Underground, and hang on, I gotta drink my water. Hang on 1 second here. Hang on, I gotta drink my water. Hang on.
Drink my water. Drink my water.
And I just want to say, man, I think it'd be great if you could bring it to Lucha Underground. I mean, AEW. My daddy would definitely buy all the stuff you need. It'd be fantastic. And then he gets sprayed in the face by fucking Aleister Black.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, he's right about that. He didn't have to. Like, the thing with... This is what makes me a little irritated. Or both sides of the company, honestly. Both sides of the company. Tony, I think, respects Lucha more than WWE people do. The problem is he doesn't know how to always book them correctly. The booking on WWE can be great, but the problem is they don't respect Lucha like they should. They can book it, but they just don't respect it. And it's like the same, like, Eric Bischoff even admitted years ago, I didn't respect Lucha to the way like Mexican wrestling is. Like, I didn't respect it. That's why, like, the whole Rey Mysterio Movement's mask thing, he's like, I didn't have respect for it. I don't think any American company really respects, Lucha at all. They really just don't.
Like John Cena.
They don't respect the Hispanic cultural side of wrestling. And the same thing goes for the Japanese side of things. They don't respect the Japanese way of wrestling either. Yeah. That's why all the foreign people, don't get me wrong, Io Sky is on top of the world right now. Everyone loves Io. Dude, I think
unironically.
Do I think they should be pushing her the way they pushing her? No, she should be doing something else.
Yeah, she should be doing something else. Go after the fucking tag titles or something.
Yeah, I think that they pushed Io.
Some fucking bullshit happened on that day. Shit.
Well, no, like, because
I picked for Rhea Ripley to win, and then that shit happened.
But yeah, they haven't gotten past this whole idea of, a Japanese wrestler, he's a bad guy or she's a bad guy. Oh, they have to use dastardly plans like sand or spinning mist statue. It always has to be
but Malachi, it worked.
Yeah,
it worked for Malachi.
Yeah, but just to throw a spinning gimmick on a Japanese wrestler just because, Great Muta or something, it's like, what?
Artajiri,
yeah. It's like, there's more ways to do this angle than just that.
But we might as well get this out the way, too. And then Seth Rollins won the main event of night one at WrestleMania, which I am honestly fine with. Especially now, more than ever, I'm fine with it. And it's like I told Joey, it's like I said on the podcast, I have a feeling Heyman was going to turn heel. He turned heel all right. He turned on both CM Punk and Roman Reigns. And that was awesome. That was great. Greatly done. And then 48 hours later, they're on Raw. And now they got this new faction out, which is going to be awesome. Yeah, I know, right? Piece of shit. Anyway, now we got this new Dangerous Alliance, or as we're calling it right now, because I'm just going to have a name. But Braun Breaker is now the newest Paul Heyman guy, which
that's been in the works for like the past couple of years.
2 years, not even that. Like
Evolution 2.0. The
3
question
years, if you look at it.
To me, I feel like they should. Well, Paul Heyman can be Ric Flair, but at the same time, Ric Flair was still wrestling-ish. So they're gonna have to probably put 2 people, and Paul Heyman would be.
I would like to see Ric Flair. I mean, Paul Heyman attempt a Ric Flair flop, and
oh god,
strut and everything.
If that's the case,
no, bro,
might be dead.
So everybody's been trying to put it together. It's like, who would be the next guy? They say Carmelo Hayes.
No,
the problem.
No.
It could work. The problem is, though, that means they have to draft him over the Raw because he's SmackDown. The other 2 are on Raw. Then they said Austin Theory, which I don't even.
Which would be a great choice.
He needs it.
Great fucking choice if they put Theory.
He freaking needs it. He really needs it. If anybody can, if they can restart his career, that would be the time
perfect.
To do it. That
would
be
like the Flip Gordon of the that faction, if you will.
But my thing, Carmelo Hayes isn't a bad choice. I don't see him needed in that.
Oh yeah, he definitely gets away from Grayson Waller. Like it shows. Like they're a great tag team. As I like to call
Grayson's dragging. Grayson's dragging him, dude.
Dragon would be fucking great. Dragon Lee, I feel, would be a fantastic.
Yeah.
Think about it, though.
You know who
Think about it.
I don't know.
He's been pushed away.
Yeah, it would be cool. I don't know how possible this would be, but it would be cool if we could somehow
Orton of that faction.
If we could pull Nick Nemeth from TNA and put him in. Sign him to WWE and put Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth in there.
We'll put the Nemeth brothers in there.
That I would be down with that.
There would be your tag team. You have Seth being the main guy, Braun being the big muscle, Paul Heyman being the manager, and then you got the Nemeth brothers over from TNA as your tag team. But you still need another heater, right? And I feel this could go one or 2 ways. Natalya would be a perfect choice considering what she did over at Bloodsport. Or Karrion Kross along with Scarlett. Why I say Karrion?
The only problem is
work shoe promo.
But the problem is I don't feel that they need to just stick him in this.
No. And looking back on that, I think he doesn't need to be in any factions right now.
You know who really needs to? The one person that really needs to be. The one person that really needs it desperately is Otis. He's been rudderless. Ever since Alpha Academy ended.
So you think he should? So you think it's time to turn him heel?
Yes, I can agree to that. I can definitely agree to that.
So
I can definitely see
because somebody did say Bronson Reed should be another guy to go in there, but he's still out right now. So it's hard to fit him in there right now.
Yeah.
So, Otis probably needs it. But here's the problem though. If Otis gets taken away from Alpha Academy, that dissolves the group. Yeah. Technically. And then now the problem is Tozawa.
Yeah, I don't think
I cut him.
I don't think he's going to survive. I think he will get released eventually.
He's
going to get cut. He's going to get cut. Now, Tozawa used to be mean in New Japan. He was
a freaking fireball in New Japan, bro.
He was deadly, bro. He was in All Japan. I think he said in All Japan. He was a heater back then, and he got in exceptional shape just to get down here. So why they haven't used Tozawa in that extent, I don't know why. But yeah, Maxine. No, Maxine's actually improved. I don't see them letting her go.
Yeah.
No, I don't see them letting her go. But I do see Tozawa getting let go. I see Tozawa if they take Otis away from Tozawa. It's
yeah.
over.
And then now Rusev's back finally.
Man, what if they put Rusev in that group?
Dude, that would be sick. That would be sick. Fuck, you'll have your tag team right there. Rusev, Braun Breaker. fucking running roughshod, bro.
They're gonna run.
They would kill the fucking.
They're gonna run through everybody. I don't think
it'd be like
I don't think
Harper and Rowan, the Bludgeon Brothers. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that could work. That could work.
Hey, just let them be their respective gimmick. Dude, that'd be sick. She's back. Oh, so Lana's back on a Legends deal. That's interesting.
Yeah, which is essentially so they can make action figures and everything like that of her.
Yeah, she and Rusev confirmed at Mania, obviously. Well, I thought Rusev was going to come back at Mania, considering Black wasn't going to be there, because Black would have been my perfect choice. But he'll be there tomorrow night, as well as the rest of the people. I can't think straight right now, and that's normal because it's me. Also, we want to get this out the way. Jey Uso is now your brand new world champion. John Cena is now finally your 17-time world champion.
And
He finally broke it.
And we got
somewhere
Jacob
in AEW land. Ric Flair is fucking having a stroke.
And we got Jacob Fatu as the U.S. champ, which they still have not updated his picture of the render. They do not have a render of him as a champion up on WWE roster.
They'll probably have it by tomorrow.
But come on, you're just expecting the Fatu.
I disagree with Jay being a transitional champion. I don't see him being a transitional Jey Uso.
No.
I don't see Jey Uso being a transitional champion.
Do you understand?
I don't see that.
Do you understand how
hard he had to work for that shit?
But not even that. Like, do you understand how much money they're gonna push now in merchandise because he already got a new shirt that says World Yeet Champion.
They've got to first make a custom. They got to first make a custom Uso belt to sell.
I will say this.
Wait, he said Gunther too. What's wrong with Gunther's render?
It's the Intercontinental, not the world title. Dom, speaking of Intercontinental, other pick, Dom
he
won.
was one of the biggest pops in the entire weekend.
Fucking right.
Like that, the man had the pop so bad he had to go back to the ring just to get.
He had to run, not go back. He fucking ran back to the ring, like he's fucking Eddie Guerrero and No Way Out. Eddie Guerrero No Way Out.
But it proves we didn't hate you because we just don't like you. We hate you just because it was fun. But if anything, we wanted you to win this thing.
It was either going to be him or Penta, and my thing is. Dom fucking deserves it. I don't care what anyone fucking says. No, I don't see him get kicked out of Judgment Day. No. Let him be in the Judgment Day. It's Finn Balor needs to be kicked out of the Judgment Day.
Anyway, I do think that Finn's going to be the one because even
Finn's going to be the one.
Even Carlito is still like helping Dom and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, no.
Look, both of them need some reviving. Like in some, they need. They need EKG on them both immediately because, Jesus.
But what I'm trying to say is that Dom held it down for 4 years now?
In that group? Well, yeah, he's been doing great.
No, not just in the group, but just wrestling in general.
Yeah, he's been doing great.
He's been doing, and I mean, he's getting there. He's slowly improving. You know what I mean? And it's like 2023 was, I feel like, his breakout year. To where, hey, look, I'm not just Rey Mysterio's son anymore. I'm out here holding it down, beating the shit out of my own father. And now I got the hottest woman with me at the time, Rhea Ripley, managing me. It's fantastic.
Right to censor.
And sure enough, then he gets away from that, gets him someone even twice as hot as Rhea with fucking Liv Morgan. And it's like, he's doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, he's great.
The man's doing the Lord's work.
He really has gotten a lot better.
The sad thing is we didn't get that live sex celebration on a Raw, which that kind of pissed me off.
No, they're not doing
a little bit.
Speaking of right to censor, though, have you guys been seeing the Zoe Stark censoring pictures?
Zoe,
oh my God, yes.
I wanted to get on that subject so bad. Like, I've been watching this girl on Twitter so bad. I've been watching her. Like, she's been going off. I don't know what. I'm.
She's trying to be like CM Punk, and it's not fucking working. It's not. I'm sorry.
But for all we know, this could be a gimmick change. For all we know, possibility.
So she's gonna bring back Right to Censor. So her new theme song is gonna be a fucking warning.
I want Stevie Richards to do the warning though. And that way they can do that.
Warning!
I think she's legitimate. I think she's legitimately pissed. I'm not gonna lie, because Shayna Baszler has proven herself that she can run rampant. If you let her do what she needs to do, she can run rampant. Zoe Stark still has, not necessarily, I would say she has something to prove, but Zoe Stark has already shown you that she can do something. They haven't let her do it. The last thing that we can all remember is when that drop kick that she did to Dakota Kai. Yeah, that last one drop kick that she had, which she blasted through her. And my thing is that she's right though. Both her and Shayna both are right though. If they are shooting on the company.
Oh Lord, he got upside down. Too stupid.
Yeah. I don't know why it showed upside down.
They're both speaking truth. Unless they got some booty or some titty, they on TV. Other than that, these two are not on TV. Now, we all know Shayna's old. You know, Shayna's getting old.
She got a penis.
Zoe still got years ahead of her. But why y'all not using it, I don't know. Hard work used to matter.
Yeah, got a penis.
Who can get in the ring and turn to their own personal strip club. I mean, literally, Liv Morgan, the night before WrestleMania, this girl had literally just a tarp in front of her, the front and the back, and that's it. There was nothing underneath.
Let me tell you something. You know what she could do? This is very controversial.
Oh, God. Here we go.
This is very controversial.
Here we go.
She could just shut the fuck up. And I will post that. Because I got tired of this whole thing, all right? My thing is, shut the fuck up, okay? Focus on your fucking wrestling. This is why your ass not on the fucking TV in the first place. You're out here over here bitching and moaning because, Liv Morgan's there. Oh, she got tits and ass. Oh, Standard for Cure. Standard for Cure, my God almighty. Man, we'll get to her in just a moment because we're going to be doing some Stand and Deliver reviewing. Because, boy, if there's anybody, me and Clarence fucking lost it in that women's match, that mattress. Anyway, you're out here bitching, complaining on social media when you should be out there fucking grinding, getting your ass kicked. Oh, you going to bitch about Bayley too? You going to bitch about Bayley too? Oh, Bayley got big tits, big ass. All she wearing is tight pants and showing her big ass and all that shit. Look, just because you're not pushed right, don't mean you gotta go on social media and fucking bastardize this whole situation. All right, like it's stupid. So I had enough of it. I went on somebody's group and it was well posted. That the one that Joey just posted on here. And I was like, well, she could just do something controversial. She could just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking... Maybe it's a gimmick change. Who knows? Maybe there's maybe a certain thing she might be feeling like that. But it's like, ain't you like the head trainer in the Performance Center or some shit? Ain't you the one helping people, training people? All the new people and shit? Aren't you the one doing that? You know? You got a good job. You're working with by far one of the best people to ever put on a show. Well, except WrestleMania. It's past WrestleMania, but you know.
I think that she needs more. But
the fact that you're going to sit there and fucking ridicule your peers and everything. Now, if you ridicule Charlotte Flair, I'll be right there with you. Fuck that bitch. Anyway. But my thing is that you're out here clowning these people when you have not been relevant since your time in NXT. And you're coming over here with the Pussy World Order shit. You know, like, the fuck is this shit?
I couldn't believe I couldn't believe when
I apologize for all the cussing too, by the way. It's this type of shit that just annoys the shit out of me.
I couldn't
because
believe...
you're out here, Mickey James did the same shit. Mickey Mickey James is a goddamn hypocrite.
Oh yeah,
First of all,
she said that on
a hypocrite.
She said that on the
that
LFG.
motherfucker was squat. You can see everything, bro.
Yeah, she goes off about the LFG, your ass hanging out, and then the next week she's in front of a crowd. She's got her ass hanging out, but I was really shocked when they were having that women's tag team tournament thing, and all of a sudden, Fusion Collective comes out. It's like, wow, you guys are still around?
Bruh, I think it's just. I think Triple H just realized that.
They should have called it a Bussy World Order or something. I mean, shit.
Triple H just
like
realized
they had every opportunity to call it the PWO. The pink shirt, the pink PWO.
You do not besmirch the name of Mickey James. Look, Mickey James was out of order, though.
Thing is, Pussy World Order.
I'm not. I'm just calling hypocrite.
Thing is, Pussy World Order. Pussy World Order already existed in a wrestling promotion. There was a wrestling.
We don't talk about that other promotion, Joey.
There was a wrestling promotion called.
Exist. Shut up.
There was a wrestling promotion called Women's Extreme Wrestling.
We don't talk about that wrestling company.
And they also
Dude, that is a company to watch when you're drunk.
They also
oh my god! If you want to watch a good wrestling company, watch that shit.
They also had
awesome.
They also had the full-breasted Italians.
Now prove the points of what they do for it. Getting worked up. Thank you, Deke. Thank you. But it's just, I'm glad Joey brought it up. I'm glad Joey brought this situation up because it needed to be brought up. The whole Zoe Starks thing. But yeah, Shayna Baszler, according to the roast of WrestleMania, which that was a debacle. That was absolutely a debacle.
Yeah.
Heyman said that Shayna Baszler had a penis. That's a bit fucked up. And Charlotte Flair, I'll tell you what, I'll be reading some of this and then we'll move on to stand delivery. We're sorry for the freaking out and all that stuff. But we come in to have fun, right? And you know, we don't want to get worked up. At least I don't want to get worked up, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, Charlotte Flair appeared to be the main source of attacks as there were several jokes made regarding to her divorce and plastic surgeries. Well, I mean, most of that's true. I mean, good God, the woman is like the circle of life. She's like the Dallas Cowboys and everything. Start season, have a good win streak, playoff bound, get eliminated, off season, start season again. In Shauna's case, it's what is it? Come back, get a title shot, lose, plastic surgery, come back to wrestling. And it's like, it's bad, bro. Like, she's getting worse with that shit. You know what I mean? It's like she's looking like Edge from 2002. That's how bad she's looking like. She's getting to that point where it's just, oh my God. Like, she's looking like Jordan Grace in 2022.
Okay, my sister-in-law, who doesn't watch wrestling, was over. And I had my laptop and we were watching it.
Definitely, dude. She definitely lost her ass.
And she goes, you want to know who she said Charlotte Flair was? She called her Cher. No. I was like, that's a meme in the wrestling community.
She lost all her ass. Dog.
Yeah, she lost the divorce. Andrade's got a full badonkadonk now.
Dog. I'm telling you, bro. Like, bro. She loses all the divorce. It's not a work. It's not a work.
That's a shoot, brother.
He's gonna give it to his next wife.
He's gonna give it to his next wife.
God dang.
As I'm holding the official mascot of the podcast, as you can see, the homie himself. You want to say hi to the people on Twitch? Okay, buddy, take your time. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Look, Charlotte needs to come to the realization that she does not belong there anymore. And not belong there anymore.
She belongs, but it's just the problem. The problem is that she still thinks she's number one. That's problem number one. And the fact that I can hang with the women's of the world today. I hope she keep the. Oh no. Ashley Flair's Hollywood.
Damn, bro. Come on, man. No, bro. Like, tonight. She has to realize that she is no longer here. She's no longer here. Not. She has to understand that she has lost that position.
And it showed, bro. It showed. It definitely showed in that promo battle.
That match, though, even like that one match.
Yeah, that too.
It's not that she can't keep up and wrestle. It's just this is not your playing field anymore. It's not your playing field no more. You don't. You got the division is going to be great.
You've made millions of dollars off of this.
Right. You've made
well.
your time. You've done your time.
This is more the time of Tiffy. No pun intended.
Not even just Tiffany, but like you need to start bringing these people up. You got Roxanne Perez, Stephanie Vaquer, Julia, Jordan Grace. Who else? Shoot, I was looking at the roster a second ago. Women wise, Izzy Dame is doing well.
Yeah. Izzy Dame.
Jade Cargill is going to be moving. Jakar Jackson, Jayla Parker, Jasmine Nix. Who else? Who else are we looking at?
Fallon Henley.
Yeah, Kalani Jordan's going to be moved.
Well, I don't know about Kalani Jordan, but yeah.
When Kiana James gets back from the injury that she had, hopefully she can.
I have a feeling. I'm glad you brought that one up.
I think she's going to get cut.
She might be. But she may end up getting the Charlotte Flair treatment to where she going to have 38 fucking plastic surgeries and going to lose all of her aura and shit. I really hope she doesn't go to that point because she already kind of looked like Charlotte Flair when she came on the scene, and I'm like, oh god, another Charlotte Flair lookalike, you know?
No, but like Lola Vice, Lash Legend, Maxine Dupree's doing well.
Yeah.
If Nakia Lyons can be healthy, she can last
and not bust her ass all the time.
Right, or bust her leg, or bust her kneecaps wide open.
I don't know how many times a woman, she's starting to become the new Kevin Nash of the women's division.
Bro, she's carrying too much weight on her. That's the problem.
Lose that weight, man.
Yeah.
Why do you think Gigi Dolan lost that weight?
Yeah, Shotzi, Soruka.
Well, I don't know about Shotzi. Soruka, Daria, Thea Hale, Thea Hale.
Thea Hale, like you got the women's division is sitting pretty
deep.
Good.
It is as deep as it's ever been.
Right. And we love the Trish Stratus, we love Lita, we love Molly Holly and all that. But like,
I was waiting, Bubba.
Go ahead, Joey.
Every time Trish Stratus comes back, it just shows like how different women's wrestling in the 2000s was versus now. That she really can't keep up with today.
It's not. It wasn't just eye candy. Now there's actually legitimate women's division, and it's more than ever. You know what I mean? It's not just hey, we got Trish Stratus showing off her ass and her tits and all that. You know what I mean? Now it's actually legitimate, and I feel like that's where maybe Zoe Starks is probably going for. Instead of realizing, hey, we got the best women's roster ever at this point, instead of, now they're showing us ass and tits. Yeah. But the thing is that nowadays, it's not just more ass and tits, it's more they actually have legitimate good wrestling. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, Trish is still hot. Yeah, absolutely. 100% she's still hot. But, yeah.
But it's like, it's no lie, when you bring them back, it's like you're going backwards.
Exactly. And by all means, there's nothing wrong with bringing them back for like one night only or whatever. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nostalgia purposes. But who said this? I think it was Bailey.
Nostalgia sells.
I think Bailey said this the other day in that interview. she knows that there's more of a cap on the females than it is on the males. Like in the sense of career-wise.
Yeah, female wrestlers tend to retire by the age of 40.
Close to it. Yeah, even close to it.
Oh, yeah, 38, something like that. Close to it.
Charlotte's
but we got
like
males that are going out into their 60s now, you know.
Well, Charlotte's 55, so... Yeah.
You dickhead. No, but like, the women... Who said it? Who said it best? Oh, your boy, the small peanut dude that used to wrestle on NXT. He was the general manager. He had to fight for his contract, and then they gave him his contract after he was about to get fired.
Oh, Drake Maverick?
Yeah, he said it the other day. He was talking about a quote-unquote AEW, but he said it best. When you make it on the card to where you're the guy that sells the tickets, like they put your name on it. They put your stupid ass. When they put your name on the card, and then let's say you come off, like let's say you can't make the show, we're giving refunds because that one person's not on the card. You know you've made it.
Yeah.
The problem is, no offense to women, but the women are not gonna. If you're gonna sit there, and I'm gonna ask y'all this. If y'all saw a WrestleMania card come up, or y'all saw just a night where it was in your town, and you saw Roman Reigns on the card, are you gonna go to the show?
No.
Okay. Okay. Give me an example. Give me one wrestler you know you would go to if you saw
CM Punk.
You would go there for CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Would you go?
First thing comes to my head.
Would you go on the card if you saw Rhea Ripley on there? Like just that was the headlining thing. Rhea Ripley. You would go for Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Why?
She's a great, fantastic wrestler, right? She's a great wrestler.
Okay.
She looks good.
Okay. So what about Charlotte Flair?
She look like a dude.
But what about Charlotte Flair?
She wrestles.
But Charlotte, you would go for Charlotte too?
No.
Would you go for Liv Morgan?
Yeah.
You would go for because she's hot. Because she's hot, not because she wrestles. Because she's hot.
Yeah, I would honestly.
Wait. Ask me that question again. Would you go see Liv Morgan being hot?
If the headliner person was just Liv Morgan, would you go and buy the tickets immediately for it?
Yeah.
Because why?
But would you actually see if she could go wrestle and be like, nah.
There is one woman I would love to go. I would see one because it's Chelsea Green, because I love the comedy and the gimmick of everything with that.
That's great. That's great.
Secret Harvest and everything.
Now, in terms of people I would love to go see just because of looks, 100% Stephanie Fakir. 100%. And I think this is a perfect way to send off to Stand Deliver. Great fucking show, man. My God, from start to finish.
I predicted right. Sol Ruka won.
Yeah, fuck you.
I was surprised that you got that. I really thought I wanted Zarya to win that one. I'm not gonna lie.
I go for Jordynne Grace, Mommy, and Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross is a sleeper. Nikki Cross is a sleeper. She's a sleeper.
I wasn't expecting.
I'm gonna tell you this: she liked to wear that loose pants, but when she got with Alexa Bliss, that booty was out.
Oh yeah, that
we felt like Ric Flair. Woo! Oldest ride, longest line. Woo!
I really thought Zarya was gonna win that match.
I honestly thought because I well predicted on here that Zarya was gonna win it, and they teased the fuck out of it. But I'm gonna be honest, that little tag team is living on borrowed time.
Who? Zarya and
oh yeah, it's always
you know Zarya gonna get jealous.
Oh, you know it's coming. They did it fucking Tuesday.
Right.
Like, oh yes, it's good to see you holding 2 titles. Zarya just like, really, motherfucker? Like,
where's mine?
Where's my fucking roses at, you fucking bastard? Anyway,
I let you have that match.
I let you have that match, bitch. You lucky you won that. But yeah, like getting back to that, Hank and Tank are now your tag champs, which is awesome.
Dog, that tag match was
that match was insane. It's like I told Joey, I honest to God thought that we were going to get a heel turn. But the heel turn happened with the fucking Dark State match. But thank God they won.
Who, Dark State?
Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
They won against the D'Angelo family, which now... Yeah. I was kind of hoping Stacks was going to join that group.
The light-skinned brother, the tall, light-skinned one. Dude, that man he was kicking his ass.
Oh, yeah. he realized, like, oh, I'll get my ass kicked. I'm kicking you in the dick. You know?
Because I was waiting for what's the guy's name he was beating down? It's not Stacks, it's the other one. Luca.
Yeah, Luca.
When she's dead in the desert.
Like, Luca was getting beat down so bad. I was like, Luca gonna give him a receipt. Because he about to give him a receipt so bad in a minute. But the whole pay-per-view was so good.
This is on the same level as TakeOver New Orleans. Same level.
TakeOver New Orleans, again, is still one of the best NXT.
By far, one of the very best takeovers or pay-per-view.
Tony about to get called up or cut. No, he's not getting cut. He's not getting cut.
Called up, I don't know.
No.
I wouldn't say not just yet.
No. Tony's not going to get cut. Why would you cut Tony of all three of them?
Yeah, really.
Tony. Like, if anything, you got to cut is Luca. Luca needs to be the one to get cut.
Speaking of TakeOver New Orleans, shout out to Davey. Davey got me this. As you can see, it's the plaque of when Johnny Gargano had his match with Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah,
who recently shaved his beard because he got cut.
Where did you say he get it cut from?
Razor blade.
No, he tripped. He tripped
and busted and had a gash in his
There's a giant gash under his chin, and he's just wide open and had to get stitches.
Like, what was you doing, bro? What was you doing?
That Morgan's booty cheeks.
He felt getting up too fast.
He's looking at the. Oh my God! It's that Morgan's booty cheeks.
Dog, I'm like, what did you do, man?
You look like a shaved ball sack now.
Stand and deliver. Every match was good. Like, every match was about 4 stars almost.
Except for the main event.
Except for the main event was 5 stars. But the first match of the night, which was the pre-show match, that one was okay. I would give it like.
I would have gave it 3.
I would give it 3. But everything was 4 and above. Everything was 4 and above. The women's title match, banger. The tag team match, banger.
Dog, I'm gonna tell you right now, the women's title match, bro. That match. Stephanie meet the baller. Stephanie was giving the devil's kiss to everybody.
She gave it to Jordan Grace. She gave Jordan Grace 10 while the other 2 got 5.
Yeah, and it's like then they had the sign going like that's what took me out, bro.
What was crazy is that Stephanie comes on Monday. She has a match with Io Sky, and everybody's like, "We got Booker. Don't worry about it. We got you, Booker."
It's like, "Oh yeah, Booker T would have had a heart attack on NXT." That's what they do on NXT. It's like, what the fuck?
The crowd caught on. They were like, "Ah."
Oh, it's great. It's fucking great.
And I love Stephanie. She pointed. She's like,
"Oh yeah."
She pointed right at Booker. Was
this
like,
for you,
"I got
Book."
you." This one's for you, baby.
I just about imagine Booker T.
And Roxanne almost messed it up because she had to scream at Roxanne and be like, "Hey, get on your knees."
Hey, yo, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, hey.
She was like, "Get on your knees."
Hey, yo, hey, whoa.
You heard that, right?
Yeah, I saw that shit.
I was like, wait, did she just tell her to get on the knees?
The men's title match. My God, that match was fucking insane.
Javon Evans.
Javon proved that he deserved to be in the main event spot.
Yes.
He proved it.
If you wasn't a fan of Javon Evans before that match, you became a fan at that match.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at first, I hated the gimmick because I'm like, oh, God, here we go. Another fucking a vanilla baby face. Oh, here we go. Here's another Kalani Jordan. Here we fucking go.
No,
and then as the months progressed, he got fucking better. He grew on me a little bit. I'm like, man, you know what? This dude ain't so bad after all. He ain't just some generic fucking jackass,
man, Javon got the skills. Like,
the dude fucking did a 5-star frog splash better than Montez Ford. Better than that. Like, that tells you something.
The young OG. That man, he did that bounce off the rope on the outside where you bounce off the rope and then jumps over. I was like, what the hell is
that shit was wild. That was wild. Like,
this man here, a star was made.
We definitely gotta run that back before Trick goes to the main roster.
Oh yeah.
We have to run that back. If not, then definitely Oba versus Young OG.
I know this is a different show, but I gotta bring up, since you brought up splashing, I really can't stand Gunther doing that splash off the top rope. It looks so bad.
It looks like a retarded frog.
Yes. He's just so like,
well, damn.
So goofy. He's like,
it's a goofy looking frog splash.
Could you imagine like Scott Hall like going in the backstage and telling Gunther, "Hey, Gunther, don't be a mark for the ropes. Hey, Gunther, man,
tapped in the sleeper.
I don't like the fact that you jumped off that top rope. You look stupid. Yeah, and me and Big Cav, we want to come out here and we want to come and tell it to your face. We don't care."
Like, it's just... Now, him tapping to the sleeper, I think Gunther was hurting. And I think he tapped early because he was like, I can't take the pain right now. Because I know
he was hurting, maybe.
I think because it was after the second frog splash, I realized, I was like, I think this man's hurting, but he hasn't stated yet. And then when he hit the third one on the back, he looked like he was kind of actually in pain. And then he did the sleeper and he just tapped out almost immediately.
Well, then the next now Raw, or the night after Sunday, he chokes out Michael Cole.
But then gets off of him and he goes right to Pat McAfee.
Right to Pat. We're getting a match of Backlash.
And then,
we're getting Gunther versus Pat McAfee.
Corey Graves is laughing his behind off.
Oh yeah, that shit was funny. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was kind of funny.
I was like, damn, really?
You're like, we ain't gonna do Michael Cole like that.
Look how red Pat's face was getting. If you go watch,
he held on to that. He held on to that thing long, bro.
Yeah, he took it. Hey, he took it like a champ, bro.
He took it like a champ.
But he took it like a champ.
He held on to that sleeper for so doggone long. But I was like,
yeah, he could definitely sell. But then they brought back, and look, I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I have not addressed this on here. They brought Joe Tessitore, and you know what?
Joe came out with the jacket.
I was totally fine with it. The thing was, I was even more fine. They had a sleeves rolled up in case shit fucking breaks down. He was gonna go take care of that shit.
Joe had his jacket on.
Joe had the jacket off. He's like, I got the sleeves rolled up in case anything happens. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with me, goddammit. I'm from New York.
Joe was like, you ain't gonna catch me off guard.
Hell no. And it's like, it's doing a match. And as you can see here, Stephanie Vakura giving out this big old Hang on a second. Bam! And Roxanne Perez coming out the ring. Hang on a second here. Bam!
And then here comes Julia. That made... I was like, what the hell is Julia doing with Roxanne of all people?
Yeah, dude. Like, what the fuck?
That was such a weird combination I wasn't expecting.
It is.
I was like, what?
But low-key, I'm fine with it.
Well, I get it. But I was just like, why those two together? And of course, we don't know what the hell's going on with Cora. No. Is she wrestling? No. I think JC Jane was on tonight. She was going against Rosemary.
Oh, yeah, I forgot it was TNA's on tonight.
Yeah, and they're gonna be live next week.
That's interesting.
Really? Tape? Like, no tape whatsoever?
Yep, it's gonna be live.
Well, they normally do live shows like, once a month, I think, now.
Yeah, I think it's, because most of the time Thursday is taped. But I'm...
They normally save it towards the end of the month. They do live shows.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever.
Post me and call us when they have nothing for you. Yeah, that's true. I think, so right now, NXT-wise, they've so far put Tony, Trick, Lola, which makes no sense to me. Why they pushing Lola up already? And Fraxium. So that's the 5. Plus, and Roxanne. Roxanne Perez is going to get moved up. So that's 6.
Definitely.
That's a lot. That's a lot of NXT call-ups.
Plus, we got the draft coming up, so it's only a matter of time who's gonna be in what brand, you know?
Right.
I just hope for the number 1 spot, because they definitely wasted the number 1 spot on Carmelo last year because they really thought he was gonna do big things, and he had a match with Andrade. The 7 series match was fantastic. But they're gonna call up their 3 biggest women stars and have nothing for them: Julia, Roxanne, and Stephanie. I hate to say it, but yeah.
Well, Stephanie, if they push,
that's actually worst case scenario right there.
They're not
to be honest with you,
they're not gonna push all 3 of them up like that.
No. Roxanne, yeah. Julia, no. Stephanie, hell no.
No.
Stephanie's a women's champ right now. She's the face of NXT.
They're not gonna push all 3 of them up like that.
They're not gonna have her just, we have the title, boom, go to main roster. Like, no. She's gonna carry that brand as long as she can on her back, and she's doing a damn good job with it. They've done it before, brought someone up to see fan reaction. Stephanie would be doing double duty for a bit and then drop the title. I don't see that happening. And that aspect, I don't see it. I mean, sure, like maybe for the AAA stuff, yeah. But as far as her doing double duty, I can see it. But at the same time, I don't see her being called up right away. Maybe down the line, absolutely. You know, maybe after next year's Royal Rumble, not Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, which will be in where would it be at, Clarence?
What?
The next WrestleMania.
In New Orleans, baby.
Nola,
baby.
She got a defamation lawsuit against AAA. She ain't working for them.
Is it still going on?
Yeah, with that fucking dude that she was dating or whatever.
She's got that going. She's not gonna work. She ain't gonna work for them. She gonna work for them if they get rid of this guy. In which Triple H they gonna try to.
Yeah.
But my thing is with AAA, with WWC, if they make that work, whatever The Rock is doing with New Japan,
and now possibly New Japan,
whatever's going on with New Japan and The Rock, apparently,
we'll get to The Rock in just a second.
You know what? Let's bypass.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Let's go straight to The Rock.
Well, The Rock didn't show up at Mania,
which according to him wasn't it the plan. What? The fucking bad blood bullshit, and then nothing.
He threw Triple H under the fucking bus.
Not bad blood, elimination chamber.
I think him and Triple H are butting heads. They're not gonna say it, but they're butting heads right now, and they've been butting heads for like months.
And it's like, here's my thing about it: the British fuckers at What Culture Wrestling, they're like, but we know the real reason why. Well, here's
why
the thing. Why The Rock didn't show up?
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
everybody.
And I said that. I ignored it. I'm like, I ain't worried about that shit.
I love how everybody got the no to be all known.
No, we don't know.
Nobody knows what the real reason is. Rock came on.
According to him, when he went on Pat McAfee's show, according to him, he was like, "Hey, look, this was about John Cena winning the title for the 17th time," which we all knew. The moment that he was going to be like, "Hey, look, I'm going to main event WrestleMania. I'm going to be in the Elimination Chamber match. I'm going to win that for WrestleMania. And I'm going to win my title for the 17th time." And sure enough, that's what happened. You know? And it's like, with The Rock being there, it would have made, not saying it wouldn't make sense. It would have made great sense for him being there. It would have been great. It would have been awesome. It would have added more drama. It would have added more story.
It would have made Travis. It would have made that Travis Scott entrance.
Instead of fucking Travis, I look like a fucking Roach Scott.
It would have been like, it would have been so much better if Travis and The Rock came out rather than just Travis coming out
maybe
slowly,
and then maybe a potential third guy. Like right now, guys, we're literally on the midst of a new corporation being formed. Hey, Baxter. We're literally on a verge of having a brand new corporation being formed. That's how I see it, and it has Baxter underneath my chair. The way how I see it is that somehow Paul Heyman his crew might merge with The Rock's crew. It could happen. A lot could happen this year, right? But my thing is that we could have had him come out. We could have had, I don't know, fucking Randy Orton coming out, the Eternal Cody Rhodes, like that type of thing. And the crazy thing is, he didn't even show up. Apparently, he's in Hawaii. And now he's in talks of possibly buying New Japan. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of shit can happen this year. But
real quick, just I know you were saying something, but why is Trey Miguel calling Sean Waltman?
Okay. I read it. He's not going to wrestle. He's going to be like the manager. He's going to be a corner man. The guy to give the advice like in a boxing match.
Oh, God. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I thought it was because they both smoke weed. And so he was trying to get X-Pac in the treehouse.
Yeah, but no, I don't. It doesn't sound like he's actually going to wrestle. He's just going to be the corner man.
Oh my gosh!
Or I thought he might want the One Night in China DVD.
They had that. What was it? The Joey Janela versus Waltman match at GCW.
Sabu, yeah.
No. The one years ago, the Sean Waltman match at GCW. I think that was against Joey Janela, and I think that was like one of his last indie matches, and it was pretty bad. You could tell his age.
Yeah, he looked rough.
Yeah,
he looked rough.
But yeah, that Sabu versus Joey Janela one was. I see the pictures of it. I haven't watched the match yet.
It's hard to watch. It's hard. It's hard to watch, and I didn't even know Sabu even had hair. Didn't even know that.
Doggone Sabu.
And I mean, there was actually a clip of him. So Janela Irish rep Sabu through the barbed wire. Sabu literally exploded on the barbed wire. So basically, he went straight through it, hit like I guess a pile of barbed wire. It was like a barbed wire box, and hit that. I mean, hit it hard like that, like that shit hurt.
Yeah, I bet it did. Sure. Yeah. I mean, but going back on The Rock real quick, I'm not gonna be like I'm not gonna be one of the IWC people who have a massive crash out. The problem is that
JD already did that on his podcast.
JD did it. Dave on Busted Open Radio did it.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Well, yeah. The Rock even had a comment.
Anybody we need to talk about, definitely him.
But The Rock even commented on that.
Yeah, but the thing, the Rock gotta understand though.
Yeah,
you can't Here's my thing with this. I understand what Rock is saying. I get with the comment he said. I get it. Everything is a work or whatever. X, Y, Z. I get it. The problem is that Rock has shown that he can't be consistent. Yeah. You can't come up to a pay-per-view and start doing this, and then we're like, all right, bet. What does the 3 do? Then you wait months to come back.
You wanna know why he can do that? You can count to 3 now.
Right. So now we're like, okay, so it's you. Travis comes out. Then we're like, all right, what the hell's going on with Travis? Why is this, that, and the other? Is Cody going to sell his soul over? And then on top of all of that, John Cena turns heel. All right, fantastic. We got something going here. So obviously this is the number 2 guy. So then we're like, all right, bet. A month goes by.
3. Who's the number 3 guy?
Who's the number 3 guy? A month and a half goes by. WrestleMania is here now. So we're going to wait for episode 2 or night 2. We're thinking you going to come out here. You don't come out here. So the problem is, though, the night beforehand, Seth Rollins betrayed. Well, Seth not betrayed. He won the match due to Paul Heyman. What was it? I think last year, Paul Heyman had 2 phones. He had a Roman Reigns phone and he had a Rock phone. So we're like,
one for the bitches and one for the plug.
So obviously, we're like, okay, so that means that Seth Rollins is going to be the 3rd man. Seth Rollins is the guy. Come to find out, no, the Final Boss saga is over. You wanted to take, so you sabotaged it yourself.
You knew The Rock isn't capable of himself when he went on NXT and got that shitty ass promo It was so bad he couldn't even get his words out.
But that's one of the issues that's been going on. Is there's barely any long-term storytelling. We go from things that change constantly. I mean, you can't. Because Cody versus Roman. That was not a Triple H storyline. That was a Vince storyline. And everything last year that was finished at WrestleMania was a Vince storyline. There hasn't been a consistent long-term storyline on Triple H because he can't do it.
But they keep saying that they're 20 steps ahead. Paul Heyman said, we're 20 steps ahead, everybody. No, you're not.
No,
this just proves that you're not 20 steps ahead.
No.
You're not doing long-term storytelling. Everything that has been long-term was under Vince.
There's no payoff.
No, there is no payoff that I'm gonna say this. It's not a payoff that we necessarily want. It's not one that we need. You can't get it. I watched night 2 and I watched that match. It was underwhelming. You can say how don't get me wrong. John Cena knows how to wrestle. We all know John Cena actually knows how to wrestle. Cody Rhodes knows how to wrestle. The problem is how you gave us the ending.
Right back.
And that's what makes it dry. The way that the ending came to be is why everyone's upset. And you could have gave us a better ending, and you chose not to give us a better ending. So now that's why it looked the way it looked. So at the end of the day, everyone's going to be pissed, and you can't expect people not to be pissed because you spent 30 grand. Like Randy Orton was like, "What the fudge? 30 grand? Where was you sitting at?"
Yeah.
Randy Orton's even pissed off, like 30 grand for a WrestleMania ticket.
Well,
where were you sitting at?
Let me post this picture up on the stream real quick of a $400 seat, which you're going to be looking at ants.
No, like
it's like paying a seat's. You're not seeing anything. That's $400. You're not seeing anything. I'd rather spend $10 at home and watch it on Peacock, or how much Peacock is. I don't know. I got the yearly thing. But it's just like, really? Like, I'm not going to Backlashes in St. Louis, and unless they announce something really big, I'm probably not going to go to it because the fact is the prices are so high. Like second row, second tier, below nosebleed is like $500. Nosebleed's like $300. Floor is $1,000. It's like these prices are ridiculous. WWE too.
No, it's like I think it's more or less like how do you justify that? Like, how do you justify a $400 ticket looking like that and a $30,000 ticket in the first place at a wrestling event? And
yeah.
I think we can wrap it up with this. Or slowly wrap up. My thing is this, and a lot of people have been commenting about it. They're saying how TKO is ruining wrestling on itself.
Yep.
And
ticket sales is fucking ridiculous.
I agree with it completely. TKO is not here for just wrestling. They have to understand. TKO is a whole business of itself. It has bull riding. It has boxing. It has UFC. And it has wrestling. This is not a just wrestling company. This is the parent company of 4 different organizations that are running at the same time. What are they here for? They're here to make money. That is their sole purpose. They don't have the love for the wrestling business. That's why Karrion Kross said, for all the true wrestling fans out there, this is from us speaking. I'm speaking for all of y'all. The guy in the back of the truck, go F yourself. He's saying, stop screwing the fans over. You're screwing the fans over at the end of the day. You can't tell me. The last WrestleMania that I remember going to was, which one was it? I think the last one I went to was the one in New Orleans.
34.
Yes, yeah. That was the last WrestleMania. Now, I was able to get in with no issue, but I saw ticket prices beforehand. The tickets were nowhere near what they were then versus now. Like none. If you wanted to get on the floor, I think the highest ticket was probably like $5,000.
Yeah, I'm going to
fucking $10,000.
Yeah, I'm going to post up.
Somebody even posted on YouTube that the VIP was like 38,000 or some shit.
But you priced out the average fan now. You literally have priced out the average fan.
Dog, that's for 2 nights.
Dude, you go
Both
on the
nights.
website. You go on the website for the merch. Why? I get the elaborateness of Triple H's belt, but it's $900.
But look at this. This is WrestleMania Seattle, Safeco Field. $400 you can get front row seats.
Front row seats for $400. $100 was just before that, and it's $75 just before that. The rest of it was $45, $25, and $15, and that's for the cheap ass seats.
They even mentioned in the WrestleMania 9 documentary, their ambition back then was to always have a $25 ticket. I think it was. It's like the WWE completely lost its way from the WrestleMania tradition of having at least one cheap ticket.
Like, it's fucking ridiculous, man. And it's like, in my end, I've never been to WrestleMania, and it's like, that's one of my dreams. Go to WrestleMania. WrestleMania's in New Orleans next year. I have a feeling I'll be fucking spending an arm and a fucking leg for it. And it's ridiculous, And as far as for that match with John Cena and Cody that was complete ass. It was fucking terrible. It was one of the worst matches of the night, by far, maybe the worst match of the night, along with the El Grande Americano versus Rey Fenix match. I feel like those two matches were the fucking stakers. It's like the lead up to it. Why John Cena sold his soul? We never got that. Why did John Cena sold his soul to The Rock? Why he did that?
Outside of the obvious that I want 17 wins.
Yeah. But it's like, well, why he did that? But we never got the explanation of it.
But this, and everybody can talk about this past week, saying how bad of a PR week it was. That last week. It was a bad PR week. I don't think it was a bad PR week. It was just them revealing who they were. Honestly. Like, between the PR press, Nick Khan going on the podcast talking about it and throwing shade the way he was. Triple H going and saying, stop criticizing and just be a freaking fan. Yeah. To the roast. The roast, which no one's ever gonna see unless you hear the badass audio that everybody grabbed of it. But
come here, Max.
To me, this past week or so, this is not bad PR. This is just them revealing themselves as to who they are. They are a company that is trying to make money, and as long as they can get $1, they're going to. The problem is, if the wrestlers themselves, when they start getting pay cuts, then you'll start seeing their true sides of themselves. They're going to be sitting there thinking that they're football players, they're demanding more money. I'm going to sit out my contract. I'm going to do this, that. No. Like, you're on the road 340 days out of the year, supposedly.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this, though. Randy Orton's reaction to the girl who says she paid $30,000 for a damn wrestling ticket shows you that even the wrestlers don't know that their fans are getting priced out at this point.
Well, they start. Well, traditionally wrestlers have been able to comp, their friends and family tickets. They're making the wrestlers pay for the tickets nowadays.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah,
but I will tell you this, and that's a good segue, Joey. Hang on a second.
Baxter's destroyed everything.
I know he is.
Oh, he's fucking up to no good. He's doing something. Anyway, there is one woman that's going to be compensated for her ticket. There's going to be one woman that's going to be compensated pretty much the rest of her life. And
but this is her reaction. Stone Cold hits. Oh, I gotta fall.
And you can look at her in the face.
That shit was hilarious.
She looked like a kid.
And I knew the moment he came out, I was like, this motherfucker drunk. He drunk off his ass.
Did you see the video?
He riding that four-wheeler.
Did you see the video?
The moment he looked at Michael Cole and them, hey, yo, what's going on? Oh, shit. Boom, hit the fucking wall.
Did you see the video that before he was going up there, he accidentally went down the wrong rampway, and he just was driving right at the ramp?
Motherfucker was drunk. You knew that mother was drunk. You knew it. Coming, hey, y'all, there's Stone Cold's over here. Sure enough, he went on the wrong ramp. Then he saw Michael Cole.
That's why it took him so long to get up there. I'm like, man,
it's like, my God. Oh no, it's great. It's great. Then he just
from what I heard from a comment on
Twitter, the biggest highlight of night 2.
From what I heard from a comment,
hitting that fucking barricade.
from what I heard on Twitter from some comments
coming for you.
Is that she cut her leg, which is probably from her being Dolph Ziggler and selling of falling.
Yeah. I'm suing y'all, damn it.
I love that they sent Nick Khan out there to go talk
baby,
to her.
Don't worry about it. Look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to cop you. We're going to let you have next year's WrestleMania seat right here in the front row. You're going to be totally fine. We're even going to give you some hush money as well, too.
We're going to bring out
hush money.
We're going to bring out the coal mine, the Michael Cole coal mine. You're going to be protected.
Yeah, the fucking giant glass box. The fucking coal mine. That was awesome. I need to do that for me over here. Anyway. But, and then we also got Dark Side of the Ring review, which was Superstar Billy Graham, which for us big time wrestling fans, we knew what was this going to happen, right? The man went out of control the moment he lost the title to Bob Backlund. The fact that not Tony Atlas, listen to me. Billy Graham's son was pissed about it. He's like, oh, I can't stand Bob Backlund. And I'm like, when I finally saw him, I'm like, you know what? Finally, it's not just me who hate that fucking bastard. That's one wrestler I cannot stand. Let me tell you, I could deal with Jeff Jarrett. I could possibly deal with Ultimate Warrior. I have an Ultimate Warrior shirt. There's one guy I cannot stand. That's Bob Backlund.
Okay, well, he was he was a gym teacher at one time. What would happen if you walked into the gym and all of a sudden you got Bob Backlund running around?
I would demand my mother to fucking have me transferred to another school.
All right, that's it.
Could you imagine him being a gym teacher?
We're not going to disrespect Bob Backlund like that.
No, dude.
When he was, sorry, I don't care.
When he was
everyone, even in the chat, I don't give a damn. Even Billy Graham's son even said it. Like, yeah, fuck that guy.
But when he was employed by TNA, he didn't request a ride to the place or anything. He would jog 25 miles to the show. It's like, that guy's crazy.
Yeah, that's an idiot. That's an idiot. That's definitely an idiot, as I just cover my lens. That's an idiot, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Really an idiot. Instead of just driving like a normal person, no. I'm Bob Backlund. I was one of the longest reigning champions. I'm gonna go jog.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah. And then I look like every manager at a fast food joint with his freaking attire and all that. I'm about to get a nice hate message from Clarence after the show. Like, hey, man, I didn't appreciate you disrespecting Bob Backlund like that.
I don't give a damn about Bob Backlund. I don't give a damn about Bob Backlund.
Just maybe had spit coming out of my mouth.
Oh, bland ass character.
Dude, stupid.
That man, that man was bland as a freaking glizzy on a cold day.
But so Joey has some interesting news. So he was watching an episode of a podcast, and they had the producers of the Dark Side of the Ring episode, and they were talking about Tony Atlas, and they completely fumbled. They fucked up the fucking whole show. Yeah, they lost the footage of it.
They recorded 2 hours of footage with Tony Atlas. The cameraman goes, "We don't have the footage. It's missing." And then so they have to tell Tony Atlas we have to reshoot everything. And apparently Tony Atlas had somebody that laid on his couch, and their hair somehow ripped away all the the leather couching is like coming undone, the peeling and everything. And he's like, "Don't sit there. I want it like that." So somebody sat there, and Tony kicked them all out of the house. But anyways, I learned that with that documentary, they're actually going to be doing a heavy metal documentary. They'll be catching up with iconic heavy metal bands. It's not going to be Dark Side of Metal. It's just going to be focusing on metal bands.
Game, I like that. You might want to put that on Plex, by the way. Put that shit on Plex. That's definitely my wheelhouse. Not so much Clarence. Clarence might have to throw the holy water at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw some holy water. Sure, I need some holy water. I need some holy water for myself.
There was a video online with the Easter recently where the priest has got a gardening sprayer and he's just spraying the crowd doing holy water.
All right, that's it.
Right,
I'm logging off.
I'm
logging off for the night. Thank you.
Is MJF in the house?
We're done.
The house tonight?
We're done.
I love it shit like this is said because my goal now on this podcast is to make Clarence log off because I can say some outlandish shit, and we've came close to it. We've came mighty close to it.
I'm about to log out.
But
I'm gonna head out.
He's not about that. He ain't about that. This is by far one of my favorite roasts that came out of the roast of WrestleMania. Naomi and Jay Cargill had that match. When it comes to their rivalry, we've only just begun. And they will face off again in your Waffle House. Instead of in your house, it's in your Waffle House. That's fucking. Jey Uso still celebrating and hitting the bar. And history shows he'll have a nice drive home tonight.
Dog.
Oh, man.
Terrible.
I wanted Nakamura to appear on the roast, but a tariff got put on his booking.
Or how about Nia Jackson to BDSM? Her safety words are down, set, what?
What?
I don't know. What? That's from the roast, though.
There's the transcripts of what happened at the roast.
Charlotte Flair appeared to be the main source of attack, as there were several jokes made regarding abortion plastic surgeries. There was a joke about Allegiant Stadium being so big and black that Hulk Hogan wouldn't let his daughter anyone. Jesus Christ. Nia Jackson's in the BDSM. Her safe words are down, set, hut. Really? I said Nia Jackson name 3 times and my crock pot.
Oh, God, and this one. It's 420, a day of celebration for pot smokers and Christians. It's also Hitler's birthday, so it's probably a celebration for Gunther, too.
Oh, my gosh. Who said that?
I don't know. It doesn't credit who said it.
CM Punk is straight edge from drugs, alcohol, and winning at WrestleMania.
Dog.
That's fucked up.
Whoever... Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you like this. This roast this is a one and done.
Yeah. It's definitely a one and done. Whoever came up with that idea needs to be fired right there on the spot.
This was legitimate.
Jacob Fatu became the U.S. champion, which is crazy because if the president of the U.S. saw Jacob, he would have been deported to El Salvador.
Okay, that's it.
At WrestleMania, Jey Uso was the underdog, which is what Nakamura ate for dinner tonight.
This is.
Oh, that's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. Oh no! What Clarence freaking sent me? Good lord.
Nothing bad. Just
he says that. Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought that was actually cool.
The Nation of Penetration.
Yeah.
Okay. Penetration, nice.
Jinder Mahal wasn't in WrestleMania because he was having a midlife crisis. I'm sorry. Midlife ISIS. Oh God.
This whole roast should not have happened.
Oh no, Tony Hinchcliffe got a major heat from Netflix, angry for some of his comments, and Nia is back in hot water about hers too. Yeah, so apparently Nia and Charlotte had it out recently, huh?
You know, Tony, when he did the commentary like weeks ago, he was horrible. He was like the worst guest commentary ever.
By far the worst. Ow! By far the worst one.
No, that man was ass.
But if you look back in the day, like the Kayfabe commentaries, they did ring roast too, and those wrestlers got drunk and like New Jack started a fight at the Iron Sheik one, and it's just like
that man was ass. That man was ass.
Like wrestling roast never turn out right.
She shit all over Charlotte. LOL. She like legitimately shit all over Charlotte, or
yeah. She's like, I learned it from the vents.
What the fudge,
Clarence? How do you feel about that?
I'm not feeding into this. I'm not feeding into this foolishness.
Tony says he wanted Rio at the roast, but WWE had yet to turn that page. Oh.
This. We need to be done.
Oh, I think that's the last one.
Yeah, that was the last one.
I think that was the last one. Well, and then the one that's really out of pocket, and this was really fucked up. Probably the most out of pocket one was Paul Heyman making a joke about actor Freddie Prinze Jr. started a wrestling promotion, saying, "We need another wrestling promotion like Freddie Prinze's father needs another hole in his fucking head."
Okay.
Yeah, that one. That was a little bit too far.
That was a little too tasteless for me.
Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr. wasn't even there at the show.
The Kill Tony stuff is great, right? Because I watch on YouTube and it's funny.
But
it's like,
well, the thing is, if you look in the past, this isn't the first time Paul Heyman's attacked Freddie Prinze Jr. So those were not jokes. Those were not jokes. Those were just attacks.
Like legitimately.
But why go after Freddie Prinze Jr. for? For what?
Yeah.
I guess he didn't like Scooby Doo.
Like what? Like why? But why do that? Like for what purpose? Like the man's not even. I don't even think the man was even there to begin with. So why even talk about it?
Yeah, he wasn't there. It's really brave of you to say shit for people that's not in front of you.
Yeah, it made no sense. And then like I don't know what was going on. I feel like Paul Heyman was on 10 the entire week.
I think he was on something.
He was like,
I think he was drunk, possibly.
He was like, who said that? The guy who's about to get deported? I was like, oh my God.
Apparently there was a dispute between him and Gabriel Iglesias on the
Yeah,
didn't like
I heard
what
about
he
that.
said.
Him and Fluffy got into it.
Yeah.
Play my backs over here. Baxter, you want to end the show? You want to end the show? Huh?
Let the puppy end the show.
Pup, come here. Come see. Come here. Come here. You want your MJF doll? Yes, he does have a legitimate MJF doll. I swear to God. He has a Ric Flair one too. Come see. Come here. Come here.
You gotta wait for a Jeff Jarrett one to come out. Rip the head off.
Oh hell no.
I'll give it to Baxter. I'll purposely put it in his cage that way he can piss on it. Anyway, that will do it for the show. Yes, we did get a little edgy for this episode. I think Joey might want to start putting the TVMA again, just in case, because we got sponsors and all that shit. But I told the guy that we do a lot of cussing and all that shit. We like to have fun. So, yeah, we do like to apologize for all that. It was Clarence's fault. Clarence wanted to do that. Clarence wanted us to be more edgier and all that. So, yeah. Definitely not my idea. I was against it because, we got sponsors and we got people that actually want to give a shit about the show and all that. So, there's that. And Clarence, that was wrong for you for thinking of something like that. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're a good Christian man, and you do shit like this. It's not good. That's not good. This is wrong. This is wrong coming from you. You're just as bad as Booker T. Whenever he does the Stephen Fakir spot and he gets home, and Charmel's like, "Yep, you already know the drill." Like I feel at this point, Booker T has his own room. They don't sleep together. I have a feeling because she watches the show and she sees, he gets excited about.
I'm gonna go when I get back into Houston. I'm gonna go down and ask him, "Hey, bro, do you got your own room or you sleeping in this?" So?
I'm sure he's gonna respond to you jabroni.
I'm gonna go and ask that man when I see him.
Mark.
I'm gonna ask his wife. I'm not even gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask his wife.
Yeah,
hey,
just ask the main source on that one. Because he may give you a bullshit answer.
You gotta have it out with your phone too. You gotta do like TMZ style, like Charmel, how you doing? Oh, does Booker sleep in another room?
Oh my gosh!
All right, so Max, you want to close the show? You want to close? Okay, I guess not. Okay, Max, go ahead, close the show. Hang on, we gotta get a voice, AI voice for Baxter.
Bye, everybody.
That's good enough.
And Bagger's like, if you put my dick in this camera one more time. Like,
I assure you, this is not animal cruelty by any means. This is definitely not that.
He's like, I may not be long, but I'm fat.
That's horrible. See what I mean? You're good. This is a Christian man saying shit like this. The hell wrong with you? See what I mean? Don't let that good positive crap fool you. Come over here and talk about dog wiener. What's wrong with you? Yeah, my dog's wiener is short and fat. What's wrong with you? Anyway, this is gonna do it because this is our longest episode.
Yeah.
I think this one beats.
Now we're at 2 hours, 12 minutes so far.
Yeah, well, I can waste the last 2 hours. Waste the last 2 minutes of fucking it up. If you guys like what you see, please follow us over on Twitch. We're live every Thursday night at 9:30 or 10 or whatever Clarence decides he wants to show up. We're on YouTube as well. Go follow us on there. Hit that notification button. That way you don't miss out any of our contents whenever we upload a video. Also, follow us on all social media platforms. If you want to check us out on the audio side of things, which in this case, I don't blame you, with these three dorks that you see over here, I don't blame you, especially with the jackass that decided, hey, let's be more edgy tonight, because it was definitely not my idea. It was Claire's. You know what I mean? Exactly. That's Clarence's natural sound whenever he farts or something. I swear to God, that's what Baxter sounded like whenever he farted earlier. When I was holding him, when I was about to set everything up, he sounded like a fucking horn when he farted. I'm telling you. Anyway, follow us on all social media platforms. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to a brand new episode. We do have some big stuff planned. Me and Joey got some stuff going on that we're going to be sharing with you guys hopefully soon. Which I don't know what that is yet, but we'll definitely get there. When we get there, we'll let you guys know. But that being said, thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys next Thursday. Peace. Oh, and follow us on Twitch and shit. You know the links.
Bring them on, Queenie. You're gonna get home and plug that vacuum in. It ain't been used in a long time. You're gonna be at that house. You ain't gonna be around here no more. Bring them on, Queenie. You're gonna get home and plug that vacuum in. It ain't been used in a long time. You're gonna be at that house. You ain't gonna be around here no more.